Welcome to the Tough Decisions Network. This is your tip of the day. Be sure to visit toughdecisions.net to sign up for our free weekly entrepreneur email, where we send you news about the latest technology for your business, inspiring quotes, and the latest entrepreneur books. That's toughdecisions.net. Before we get started, let's hear from one of our sponsors. Have you ever thought about investing in real estate, but find yourself so busy that you don't have time for it? Do you have FOMO, which is the fear of missing out? At HanfordCapital.com, we help investors with passive real estate investments that project better returns than traditional investment vehicles such as the stock market. If you'd like to find out more about our passive real estate investments, visit HanfordCapital.com. That's HANDFORD capital.com. We will jump on a call with you to discuss your investment goals and to see if our investments are a good fit for you. This advertisement is not to be construed as an offer or recommendation to buy or sell a security. Visit HanfordCapital.com. With us today is Cliff Oxford with the Oxford Center for Entrepreneurs, which is an Advantage Media Forbes Books company. Welcome to the podcast, Cliff.
Thanks for having me.
Today we are on tactic 15 of 16. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast to get the next 2 daily tips on negotiating, and also be sure to go back to listen to the other negotiating tactics on our Tough Decisions Network daily tips. Today, Cliff, I want you to talk about how negotiations are not a search and destroy mission.
No, we're not trying to annihilate the other side, and that's never, by the way, good. Even if you get in a position where you can annihilate them, you wouldn't believe how many times that comes back around. And you face that same person again. And, big companies have this opportunity to do this to small companies. And going back to our friend Sam Walton, he used to annihilate small companies. And literally, I was negotiating a deal with them, and they said, here's the price. And I said, well, that price puts me out of business. And oh, by the way, I see in the contract, if I do go out of business, you own my IP. So this is a search and destroy mission. And, it was one of the few times I got up and walked away from a customer. I just said, you know what, your search and destroy is not going to do it. And I tell you, those chickens have come home to roost at Walmart. Sam was gifted enough and he could pull all that off. But as soon as he left, he was not on the scene. The other folks couldn't do the search and destroy mission. And I would argue Walmart ultimately lost in that. They didn't get the best companies. So we don't want to do search and destroy. Now, what you can do, and I did this, with big companies many times. Big companies would come to me and go, we want your IP just in case you go out of business. We can't be strung out in bankruptcy court or something. And I remember doing this with the company Ralph Lauren, and they said, we want you to give us the IP in case you go out of business. And I said, okay, I'll do that, but you're going to prepay me. You're the big company, right? I'm the small company. So I'll give you IP carryover, based on terms that I go out of business, but you're going to prepay me. And you know what? Every month we got a $52,000 check prepaid by Ralph Lauren. So that was classic negotiation.
Well, and I think, one of the other things in this search and destroy, mission that, people don't really realize or think about is when you're negotiating with somebody, many times you're going to be negotiating with that same person or business again in the future. And so to go on this search and destroy mission on this initial offering or any of these offerings makes them not want to do more business with you. So I'm pretty sure after the Walmart brand or company, did that to you, you didn't really have any motivation to want to do any more negotiating with them.
I walked away. I actually walked away from them and said, I'm not going to partake in this. So it's not a search and destroy mission.
Thank you for listening to today's daily tip. Please subscribe to the Oxford Center's morning email report to stay current with high-level entrepreneur news by visiting oxfordcenter.com. Thank you for listening to the Tough Decisions Network. Be sure to visit toughdecisions.net to gain access to show notes for this episode and to join our free weekly entrepreneur email where we will send you news about the latest technology for your business, inspiring quotes, and the latest books for entrepreneurs. That's toughdecisions.net.